There was an event that happened this weekend that put my wife and my son in an interesting position. I say interesting lightly. My wife's life was actually in danger, and she was literally, for the first time, running for her life. And I'm not ready to talk about the details of that yet. Know that she's fine, she's okay, and remotely, my son was put in a similar situation. He's fine as well. The situation, no one was injured, and I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful that everyone is safe. I'm grateful that my wife is fine. And while she's emotionally dealing with that situation, physically, she's healthy and happy. And there was no harm. She was put in a life-threatening situation, though, and it wasn't by her own accord. As a result of that, I've changed a couple of things philosophically for me. I think I was beholden to these previously, but I wasn't really ready to implement them. And that's to be an agent of change, which, for those of you who may not be familiar with that term, or maybe you are, but you may have heard the line that says, be the change that you want to see in the world. That's part of it. But also, an agent of change is someone who promotes and enables change to happen within any group or organization. I've resolved myself as of today that I'm no longer willing to accept the status quo. You see, I'm one of those guys that I'm usually pretty quiet from the perspective of going with the flow and not stirring up issues or bringing to light issues and sort of letting things work themselves out. And this weekend changed that for me. I'm no longer willing to be that person. And it's not as if that I'm trying to stir up strife, and I know you don't know all the details. I'm not a person who's interested in just creating chaos for the sake of chaos, but I'm actually interested in creating change for the sake of making things better. And I'm the person who's willing to go the extra mile to see that happen. I'm willing to put in the time and the effort. I'm willing to work at it. I have no expectations of compensation or gain for myself. It's because I believe that together you and I can make things better. And I'll get into those details as time goes on. But now is not the time to talk about them, as I'm still working through the specifics. I'm glad she's okay, though. I'm glad everybody's okay and that no one was injured. So some of you close to me know the story already a little bit. The rest will be revealed over time, but I want to encourage you today to be an agent of change, to be someone who's willing to step out, promote, and enable change in other organizations, groups, whatever you're a part of. Maybe you feel like you don't have a lot to contribute, but I would argue that you do. You're a part of the change as well. So I thank you for watching this. I hope you'll join me in being a change agent, because I'm no longer, as of today, willing to accept the status quo. Not only do I intend to implement change, but I expect change. And that starts today.